how is it that, one, they don't try to find some wins together, and then two, it seemed like they just don't even have a connection where they can wield their team. Or are we overthinking it? Maybe they just lost, because some of these games have been competitive too. I think last night was really the first one they got ran off the court.
Right. Well, y'all remember you either real low, Dre, or you muted, one or the other.
Yeah, we just didn't hear you. I hear you now.
Oh yeah, I just said they started off not playing together, and then Kyrie was hurt, and Luka was hurt, and they both was hurt.
Right.
This is like,
but I think they were
so real quick.
3-6 together.
Ain't no excuses. Just like,
real quick though, mathematically, for the limited amount of time that they played together, how good, minus KD, were Kyrie and James Harden on the court together when they played together? What did the record say? What did the numbers say?
Oh, they were terrible.
Why is it different? They didn't play with
17 and 4 or something.
They didn't play with each other that much. We didn't say give them another year while they were on the court together.
Oh, yeah.
Right. They didn't. You're right. They didn't. The Nets had high expectations.
Oh, no, I'm tripping. Like, yeah.
I'm like, dang, they didn't play together.
And they kind of figured it out. Like, they lost some games, but they kind of had figured it out too.
They had figured it out. Yeah. If James hamstrings don't get hurt, who knows? But that's neither here nor there. I'm just talking about mathematically. When they played together, they figured it out pretty quick without having no
facts.
That's what I'm getting back to. Then,
people don't harden heads. They don't go easy on him like they did.
But that's what I'm getting towards too. And like I say, Luka, all these guys, this is what they got to deal with, because that's another point that I want to get to with Luka as well.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that? Damn, I just lost my point. But going getting back to Luka, it was something that it was a parallel that I was about to make. But getting to him, these guys, man, it's once again, I think this is the fourth or fifth person that's supposed to be a so-called superstar. You get expectations. This is what comes with age. This is what comes when you want to be great. And this is what comes when people praise you. Now that you expected to win and your team is looking outside of the even the play-in, now basketball not fun no more.
It ain't
not stressful.
The problem. It don't work.
Now he's stressed too now because he expected to win on the clout you get for winning. We let you disrespect the Suns, talk to them crazy. We let you get credit for going out as a great loser against the Clippers. We even admitted you getting really smoked by the Warriors because of that win you got.
Moral victory, basically, right?
So now this is what, year 5 or 6 for you.
Right.
Year 5, all the greats were competitive. Shaq and Penny went to Shaq was in what year when he went to the finals?
Shoot, 3 or so. He was
he came in.
Look what Kobe was doing.
92, 93, 93, 94, 95.
I think LeBron made the conference finals by that time. So, but I'm talking about after they made it, they went back again. They were expected to just be staples of winning. It should be, if I put you on the court, I should get a minimum 50 wins in the second round.
Yeah. Ain't nobody saying you got to win the championship all the time. Only one team can win the championship.
Yeah, because like Giannis hasn't won the championship every year, but we know his team is in the mix, and we know that he's going to have some type of say. People are thinking
watch this
about when you think about championships.
So
watch this. The last 3 full season NBA champions have not been super teams. Let's get that out the way too. So we don't want to hear that no more.
Nope.
I'm kind of glad the super team over. Me and Troy was talking about that too. I'm just glad it's over with, man. All that trying to put players together quick.
And I'm not even talking about them being number one. I'm saying that if going backwards, if Steve Nash, lottery pick, and Dirk Nowitzki, lottery pick, if their names were Malik Jackson and Christopher Murray from Chicago and Detroit, they would have caught smoke for not being able to do something together. And
Yeah,
if
that'd have been
Dirk
like,
Nowitzki was named Jason Tatum, and he won 6 games, and he lost in the first round to the A seed, he would get smoked. So it
yeah.
ain't about them being number one. It's about the difference in how we deal with them. We ain't talking about number one. We just talking about historically, we've dealt with the all-star, superstar European players differently. That's
So,
that's not even debatable.
this make me want to get to my point earlier that how we started talking about. It's to the point now because I do like trolling Kyrie, and really it's just his followers. It's that, but I
No.
really do hate it because he hasn't. Outside of last night, might have been the first kind of statements when he was talking about people criticizing him that you can
Yeah.
say has been weird, but he's been professional. He's
Mm-hmm.
balled in the games. Luka
Mm-hmm.
wasn't there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he has an injury history, so of course that's catching up to him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's
he's
30.
going to end up being the one that's the scapegoat.
Of course.
And
It's already set up like
yeah,
that.
it's set up. So Luka's going to get another year. Well, another summer with really no heat.
Yeah.
He get to go back
Yep.
home, play with his national team, take some pictures. We keep hearing about how he's going to get better,
He's speaking
all
facts
this
though.
stuff. And then he won't really get no heat again until this time around next year.
That's the way it's gonna work. But no, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. If the Celtics don't win the championship next year, all next year the narrative is gonna be
Oh, we
about Jason
got to
Tatum
break them
and
up.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, they can't play together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not even gonna be a Luka narrative. Matter of fact, they're not gonna talk about Jokic either. It's gonna
No, they not,
be
because you want to know
something
what?
else.
They're starting it now. You know, with the Celtics hitting that little skid they hit, talking about is Jaylen Brown appreciated. So they're going to end up breaking them up. And they're going to talk about one, Jason Tatum not being good enough. And Jaylen Brown is going to get he not really a star. These guys choke. They should have won it. They should have beat Golden State. They was up 2-1. And then next year they should have came back. They was number one seed and they blew it. And then we don't get any really Jokic. It'll be brought up when people want to call him MVP, but he's not going to catch that smoke.
There are plenty of players who don't receive criticism. There aren't plenty of superstars that don't receive criticism.
You want to know
I
what's
can't.
crazy?
How many can we name superstars?
In the league right now?
Yeah, that don't receive criticism.
Oh, that
How
don't.
many?
I can't really name any.
I can
Dame,
name.
maybe? I was about to say
I can
Dame
name.
Lillard, and
I
maybe.
can name 2, maybe
Jokic
three.
and Luka.
And if we count Dame getting the pass for his loyalty, we could throw Dame in there. But people was dogging Steph after he had won his 3rd championship.
Yeah, Steph
People
been getting
dogging
good.
LeBron. People dogging LeBron. He ain't here 20. Like he ain't been playing for 100 years. Like who?
They
Who we talking
try to get
about?
Steph smoked this year.
We could go backwards. Talking about in the past as well. When Michael Jordan wasn't getting it done, they would say he was a ball hawk. He couldn't get it done in that type of
Nah,
basketball.
Kobe.
Magic was
He had
tragic.
to go
Magic
up.
was Tragic Johnson, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like, nah,
Kobe had to
no,
go get his without Shaq.
right? Kobe, he was right. Like, come on now,
His whole career.
we not about to
Well, I will
rewrite the
find
past.
one athlete that did catch smoke like that. Tim Duncan did it.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you win
Yeah.
immediately,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
consistently win
Yeah, right.
throughout your career.
He won like
My
3 his
bad.
first 4 years.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
the GOAT.
that's the only one.
He won
Yeah.
3 championships his first
yeah.
4
You
years.
said something
And
about what?
they were killing KG for not getting out the
Yeah,
first
they
round. We're
did.
not gonna act
Oh
like they
yeah,
didn't
KG
kill
got
KG
killed.
at
Melo
first.
get killed now. I actually
Right,
go at Melo,
right,
and it's kind of
right.
not fair.
And
I just hate when my bad. The only thing I don't like about the Melo argument
uh,
is when people just try to make it like he's by far a superior player to Paul Pierce. Now I get it. Paul Pierce did do stuff
Yeah,
with
that's a
help,
close one.
but
man,
That's a close
I
one.
don't like how
Paul Pierce ain't
it's so
led
dismissive.
nobody nowhere before he got them boys on this team.
No,
He
he
was on his
did.
way to get traded.
Well, him and Twan did get a Eastern Conference Finals.
They was in the lottery with a prime Paul Pierce
New York was too.
in the
Pierce,
East.
my guy, man. I like Pierce,
In
but
the East,
Yeah. But my thing is, it's just not that night and day. Like, Paul, I just
it
want to
is.
give him his flowers that he's good. He's a
No,
killer
Paul a
too.
dog. Paul a
He's a
dog.
dog, and I think
Paul
like
a dog.
even though he a weirdo and he corny, and I think he's done a lot of the media to
Ray
distort
Allen
his.
was never. Ray Allen was a star. Ray Allen was not a superstar. Just by the way.
Yeah, so
I was about to say, yeah, Ray Allen is.
yeah, they just got to give him. I don't know. I just don't want Paul getting all
No,
that
look,
heat.
Paul Pierce is a dog.
Yeah, Paul Pierce ain't get that
I
much
don't
heat
see
either,
Paul
honestly,
Pierce
bro.
leading Denver to 50 wins in the West with San Antonio and the Lakers.
Sure.